Hey guys. The evil playthrough of The Outer Worlds.
Good, you're back. Not that I missed you. I assure you, I am not capable of such emotional capacity. Welcome back, Captain. Now that you have acquired a nav key to Stellar Bay, would you like me to contact Dr. Wells? I don't believe so, Captain. Transmission incoming.
Well done. You'll love Monarch. Exotic climate, violent native species, fascinating culture, really. You'll need to speak with Hiram Blythe. He's known as the information broker, and for good reason. If anyone knows where I can find those chemicals, it's Hiram. I need those chemicals to revive the Hope's colonists. They can help us fight back against the Board. They can help us set things right. If we don't put a stop to the Board, they're going to drive this colony toward a complete societal collapse. You'll see what I mean when you arrive on Monarch. No, never. Monarch is a hotbed of political activity. I can't imagine why Hiram set up shop there. Cuisine, perhaps? I certainly wouldn't call it boring, especially if your idea of fun involves navigating a hostile biosphere populated by carnivorous monsters. You'll want to hire the services of a skilled guide. I recommend a hunter by the name of Nyoka. Frequents the drinking establishments of Stellar Bay. Very hard to miss. Once you have everything you need, make your way to Hiram Blythe's compound. Best of luck. Everyone on the Hope is counting on you.
They shouldn't be. Doo-doo-doo, they really shouldn't be counting on me. Let's see.
Initiating initialization sequences. Greetings, customer! This SAM unit is unable to locate your registered information. Would you like to register your SAM? Registering new owner, Captain. All SAM units travel fully assembled in a 12x12 corrugated steel box. Did you know SAM units are capable of equipping regulation-grade flamethrower nozzles? Upgrade your attachment today and get to firing away. Got stubborn stains? Leave them for SAM. SAM units live to clean and clean to live.
Fucking sweet. Okay.
Got it. His name is Reginald Cheney, and he joined a sublight salvage crew. Only he's not listed on the return manifest. Must have made landfall somewhere he wasn't supposed to. Ah, yes. Here. There's a domicile on Monarch in Fallbrook, rented to the same bit card he used to buy his seat on the salvage ship. I should have guessed. What better place to lay low if you wish to avoid the authorities? I admit it was a bit of a long shot, but when you've spent as many hours as I have in contemplation of the universe's secrets, you sometimes get a sense for these things.
All right.
I got a real problem with this.
Something on your mind? It's like one of those stuffy art gallery pieces. Looks okay from far off, but once you get close, you realize it's just some mismatched shit everyone's agreed to overpay for. Even the bribes are overpriced. The real question is why there's all these I was a top-tier surgeon. Easy to say when you've never had to ask permission to take a piss. People call Byzantium the jewel of Halcyon, but really, everything's polished and bureaucracy. Take a close. Don't trust anyone, don't touch anything, and whatever you do, don't show your teeth when you smile. What, like primals? Nah. People are extremely competitive about cosmetic dentistry. It can get ugly. Interesting like a colonoscopy. I trained as a surgeon. Lots of them, unfortunately. Turns out Byzantines are more
You know what? We're gonna
That's what I've
do
been saying.
Ellie's quest actually before. Ooh, that's pretty good. Ellie. Let's see. Let's. God damn it, Parvati. Alright, let's see. Nine, 14. Let's do that. And that's better. Oh, quest failed. That's okay.
So is this how it's gonna be? Adjutant tells you to kill somebody, you kill somebody? No questions asked, no trouble to your conscience? You knew what you were getting when you hired me. Rachel Lockwood was a cartographer. She made maps, she wasn't hurting anybody. So tell me why she deserved to die. I ain't afraid of you, boss. Your tough as grit routine might leave some poor sod quaking in his boots, but it won't work on me. I'm still waiting for an explanation. Tell me why Lockwood deserved to die.
Damn. Intimidation didn't work.
Hilarious, boss. I'm glad you're having fun, but I was hoping for a real answer. Nah, we're done here.
I love that answer. Don't sass me, Felix. You're dangerously close to mutiny. That's pretty great. Okay. Yeah, let's do Ellie's. Fucking. Yeah. Ellie and Vicar, sure. You guys should see my dog. He's lying very majestically in the sunlight. Looking very noble. He's a very tiny, very shaggy dog. But pulls it off anyway. He's a good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. He's a very good boy. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, let's see here. Is there a fantasy game that doesn't include massive, horrifying insects? Is that just so much of a staple that, like, when you make, like, well, this is a science fiction, but it's also an RPG. Maybe it's just RPGs in general. Like, they have to include some sort of massive goddamn insectoid creature. Staple of the genre, I guess. I am so torn about whether or not to get Death Stranding. Torn, I tells you.
There's my parents' place. Smell that?
Yeah.
Industrial grade cleaning solvent in desperation.
That's not all I smell.
Yeah. I'm gonna be a complete prick this time. I wonder, man, I don't know. Let's see, they're gonna be in there. Anything I can, swipe some stuff.
Marilyn, is that you?
Lars, we certainly didn't expect to see you like this. And I didn't expect you to renew your marriage contract. But we're all full of surprises today, aren't we? Speaking of surprises, you should meet my new friend. We've been running around the system for a while now, stirring up all sorts of trouble. There you go again, Captain. Always menacing polite society. Anyway, you're probably wondering where I've been all this time.
Not exactly.
The last few years have been a bloody haze. You wouldn't believe the messes we've gotten ourselves into. Right? Yep, we're a pair of disgraceful lowlifes.
Marilyn, this really isn't the best time. Perhaps you should go.
You tell him. We'll stay as long as we like. And while we're at it, we'll drink your expensive hooch, wear our outside shoes all over your nice floors.
I will literally piss on your mother.
Just a second. You had the floors redone with real Terran marble? Since when can you afford that?
That's what we've been trying to tell you, dear, but you must understand, we hadn't heard from you in ages.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not dead. I just never wanted to talk to you again.
I'm afraid the distinction was lost on us, darling. I'm afraid it's a little late for that.
We only did what any grieving parents in our position would do. We collected on your life insurance policy.
And the payouts have been rather, substantial.
You what?
What vulgar company you keep, Marilyn.
Well, now that I'm here, I guess you'll just have to report back that I'm very much alive and kicking.
It's not that simple. For one thing, we'd have to cut back on so many necessities. The neighbors would be short of notice.
That's the other problem.
We had to explain your disappearance somehow.
We couldn't very well tell people you'd run off to become a miscreant, could we? Shh! Someone could hear you.
We concocted a story about Celeste Jollycurl designing a pair of 12-inch heels for you.
One of a kind, naturally.
That led to your tragic death when you tripped and broke your neck.
It was quite the story.
Wow.
People were talking about it for weeks.
Wowie, wow, wow.
Not until I get some answers. Couldn't you have at least made up a better story? Something with pirates or raptidons? And what are you gonna do now that we're here?
Yes, about that. We were just about to ask you to, leave.
Quietly, if you don't mind. She hasn't changed a bit, I see.
That's it? You just want us to disappear now?
Marilyn, please.
Don't cause a scene.
Ellie, do you want me to kill these people?
Let's just get out of here, Captain. Fine. I'm gone. Forever this time.
What do you think you're doing?
Anything else to swipe around here?
We've got a fight on our hands.
No! Don't, please!
Where did they go? Oh. Okay. Hmm.
Can we talk?
Sure. Let me make sure.
Nothing exciting ever happens around here.
Okay.
Can you believe those two? We'd hardly been there a minute and they turned us out like yesterday's garbage. I wanted them to get upset. I just thought it would play out differently. They'd both be sitting there watching one of their vapid aetherwave dramas, and then Mother would drop her Shh, I'm getting to the good part. I'd have a great one-liner in the tube. I was thinking either... Yeah, I'm gonna use that one day. Now, getting back to my... Father would throw his hands up, because then Mother would do the old, "You had us worried sick." I'm not hurt. I just didn't want to get booted out of the house I grew up in like... I hope you don't think I'm talking about this because I want to be introspective. But I want to talk about me now. I always thought I knew that. Didn't realize it would take getting stabbed in the back. Good thing it happened with a couple top-rungers who can't stick worse than a butter knife in me. They've got no idea what a real double-cross looks like. Much less a Hephaestian triple-cross. Or an inverted Olympian blind cross. Wait a second. What if I could get that money? I could open a new account, designate that account holder as a sole beneficiary.
Yeah.
All the payouts would go to me. I'll make money without doing a thing. And I'll get to cut them off.
Fuck yeah.
You know me, Captain. I don't like to leave a debt unpaid. My policy is with the Greater Halcyon Insurance Group. Maybe you could use some of your people skills to help me set up... If that doesn't work, I'm sure we can find one of their terminals and do it ourselves.
Yeah. Let's do it. Yeah. Ellie, do you want me to go in there and kill them? Like, let's see. Would it let me go back in there? I bet it would. Wait a minute. Here. I'm gonna see what happens if I just go in and kill them. Go back in here. Is there a bedroom? Is there an up? Well, it's probably quote unquote through one of those doors. Let's see. There they are.
What in the void did you do? I didn't like how things went down either, but did you have to go and kill them? That wasn't a problem before it meant killing my folks in their own home. You're on your own now. Consider my debt to you forgotten and canceled. It sure better be. Now go!
Oh, hell. Oh, that's not good. Alright, let's see what the old man had. Let's see. Nothing! Jesus. Okay, well. All right, let's all right, let's load that. Hang on. Okay, so that was a bad idea. All right. Okay.
So, Vicar. Vicky. Can I call you Vicky?
Absolutely fucking not.
For a vicar, you sure curse an awful fucking lot.
Look who's talking.
I'm not a fucking priest.
And thank the architect for that.
I tell you.
Rizzo's purple brains.
It really does gleam like spit-shined gold.
I once treated a lady who got her hand caught in gears. Idiot was more worried about her rings than her fingers.
Hey, you!
Anti-Grails ketchup.
You!
Organic,
the million-bit
vegan,
smile?
handmade, gluten-free,
How'd you like to make it
dairy-free
worth 10 million? Kid, you got presence. Natural magnetism. Know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Mm-hmm.
Tell you what, you're gonna like it a whole lot more once we start talking bits. Listen, you got an
Goddamn
agent?
right I am.
Some kind of representation? A mad scientist? Guy sounds like he's moonlighting. Here's some free advice. If you want to make it in this business, you gotta work with professionals. Listen, you got a real special quality, raw energy. I see you in pictures, kid.
Ah, the favored mindless entertainment of the unwashed masses.
Hey, thousands of viewers and millions of bits can't be wrong. I'm making a feature, Space Pirates of Moros Prime. It's gonna be a hit. But we still need a star. And I think you got the chops.
All right.
Well, I have been told I have a face made for an Aetherwave drama.
And pipes to match. Maybe we can get you reading some of our ad segments. So what do you say? You ready for the chance of a lifetime? Terrific! We're holding auditions at the studio. Head to Odeon Pictures and take the elevator. You're going all the way to the top, baby.
Yeah. All right. Fuck yeah. Let's see.
I guess we're going to Fallbrook.
All right, let's go do the movie thing real quick.
Anti-Cleo's antibiotics. Take comfort in knowing that anything antibiotics.
Pretty cool.
Spacer's Choice Dehydrated Water.
Oh, don't get me started, my dear fellow. You are most certainly the master of this art.
Ha! Look at us, at it again already.
I got $7 grand in stuff here. And, let's see, it's pretty good. Let's see. $340. Let me, you know what, while I'm standing here. Let's see. 75. Boy, that's fucking lame. 202. Let's get him with something a little more. Okay. What's Ellie rocking? 71. God damn. That. And flamethrower. Ellie. 480. Okay.
I can't come down anymore, my good man. I'd have to request a counter waiver, and you know how.
All right, let's go do this here moving picture.
Johnston is the finest director in Halcyon.
Yeah, especially if we're going to Monarch.
For all auditions, please use the elevator on the left.
Oh, sure.
My cousin's in pictures. That business is higher than civil.
Great! You made it! Listen, I know you're expecting... No, don't quit. We gave the... See, now go in there, find your mark, and show us what you got.
Yeah, baby. Let's see here.
Well, well. Here to stop us at last, Captain Steele? You're too late. All of this Settlement CNP Hungry Time food pills, same nutritional value, but now with added filler, are ours.
Mm-hmm.
With their patented stomach stuffing effects and baseline vitamin content, we will be nigh unstoppable.
I believe you.
They are? What an unexpected twist. You may have fooled me for now, but not for long.
Can I shoot someone? Wait, are we the good guys or the bad guys? Doesn't matter. I want to shoot someone.
Do you remember the last time we faced each other? The Battle of Axejack, staring one another down across the void of space while flaming debris fell like rain around us. Hey, I didn't write this. Just go with it. I had you surrounded and outgunned. I've been waiting for... I just got chills. But still, you'll not stop me now. I have this whole port wired with sub-micro energon. Once we're away, I'll act... Oh, but there's nothing you... I hope you've paid your burial fees.
Oh, good. I was getting bored.
He's really shooting! Safety's off!
There's my star. Walk and talk with me. You've got it all. The snappy quips, the dangerous energy, and talk about a finale. We're gonna put your face on everything. Posters, cereal boxes, posters of cereal boxes. This is gonna be big.
Fuck yeah.
Hey, time is bits, right? I've got to talk with marketing. Get some ad deals in motion. I'm seeing you with a Hammersmith in one hand and a 2-hour energy brew in the other, a Stogie Slim between your teeth. Cross promotion, baby! It'll take months to get the contract set up, but we're gonna be rolling in bits. This fee's just a taste.
Nice. Ooh, boy. He really did a fucking job on him.
I'm thinking we can get at least 10, no, 12 sequels out of this. If we
Okay. That was fun. And Vicar with the toss ball stick, just fucking cleaving off limbs and all kinds of shit. God damn. God damn, Vicar. It's not the best choice. It's Spencer's choice. I have to say, like the made up bullshit jingles they made up for the game. Really stuck in my head.
Rizzo's Purpleberry Fudge.
Don't
a
you
soft,
think we
sour,
ought to
candy
go
shell,
inside?
aroma, sweet Purpleberry
I
favorite
suppose.
scent. Suck
There's
it.
an outside
Chew it.
pop.
Hey, what are we doing now?
Possibility will
can
run
do
into
it.
Spencer Woolrich.
Against our odds, the unreliable takes flight. Pardon me. Oh, pardon me.
We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
Groovy. Let us go. Yep, Ellie and the Vicar. Monarch.
Hold on there. I gotta sign you in. Don't think I've seen you around. That means you must be new to Stellar Bay. You are new here, right? I knew it. See, I made what you'd call a logical deduction. You must have seen those UDL gunships on your way in. There's only 3 of them these days. Still, they tend to scare folk off. Wish more folk could say that. Gets awful quiet guarding a landing pad that never gets used. You may not have heard, you being new, but Stellar Bay hardly ever gets off-road traffic. Us being cut off by the board and all. Which means I never get to do this part, but I've been practicing, so here goes. On behalf of Monarch Stellar Industries, welcome to Stellar Bay, home of the freshest sal tuna in Halcyon. Please state your name for the records. Swell. There's one for the logs. I'm even gonna give you your own entry code. I'm not supposed to do that. It's against procedure, but Mr. Sanjar isn't so strict about the rules here. Besides, I got a lot of empty entries to fill. Mr. Sanjar will be mighty pleased to meet you. If you see him over at headquarters, maybe you could tell him I did a bang-up job of welcoming you? Oh, and if you're headed that way, maybe you could do me a favor? I got this Rizzo's Rangers tossball poster coming in on the... Only I haven't heard any... I couldn't really say I'm... But the fancy...
You don't look like Sublight. Must be freelance.
Well, well. The only new folk I ever see in town are sublight runners from Fallbrook. But you don't look like one of Catherine's. What can I get you? All sales are final, unless you...
$36. Now that sounds sexy. Discount, nice. groovy. Okay.
Could I get another advance, Mr. Nandi?
Just make sure it's properly logged.
I'll note it next to the others, sir.
Well, new business turns up at last. Celia, didn't I tell you our new statistics-based advertising model would be a hit?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost savings not moisten the loins?
You've often posed these very questions.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has a meeting with me.
You'd be a hit in Byzantium.
Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't make them like this anymore in Halcyon. I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here?
I will absolutely judge you by your handshake.
The adjutant herself? Why, I knew the board would see reason eventually, but this... this...
Sir, you've prepared for this.
Right. Now, see here. You may tell your corporate masters that we will deign to rejoin them on the board, but only once certain conditions are met. Why, we've got the numbers on our side. What more could we need? Though I take it from your appealingly gruff demeanor and blunt charm that you're not actually here to welcome us back to the board. Or purchase salt tuna. Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish I could do the same. I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporations back to our bosom, but it seems we're back to the drawing board. What can I do for you? You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. Not that I'd advise it. It's a terribly dangerous trek. But if you insist on going, I'd recommend taking a local guide. Nyoka would be a prime candidate.
If you can keep her sober.
Oh, I can't. Not at all.
Hiram? Why, he's probably still out at Devil's Peak. Not that he's had the courtesy to notify me, at any rate. You'd head south along the road and look for a mountain to the west. But if you can... Then it's good that I keep... What can I do for you?
With the whole board...
Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, we've kept ourselves in business by... Yes, freedom is a tempting ideal, but around...
Exactly. Intellectualism fuels the train to mankind's future, but the tracks the train runs on are forged from practicality.
What?
Yes, it's as though the good vicar has plucked the very words from my brain. I have people to look after. I need to be practical.
That's why Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
Ingenious plan? Don't get me wrong, I'm starting to admire your sand, but I bet you could overcomplicate a sisty sandwich.
What a charmingly roguish turn of phrase. allow me to express my thanks at your confidence and assure you that my plan is indeed sufficiently complicated.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into our own hands.
Well, you don't have to rub it in.
I think he means to warn you about working against the board.
What a notion. We want to rejoin the board, to our betterment and theirs. And my plan involves a two-pronged approach, the first part of which is seeing Stellar Bay properly defended. With a Bolt 52 cartridge, of course. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful ordnance.
Never realized fighting the bureaucracy could be this interesting.
It is quite the rush. An ordinance, of course. We do things in a civilized fashion here, not like Graham's iconoclasts.
Of course he wants to fight bureaucracy with paperwork. I should have known.
In the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before we had to move our walls in, these days it's overrun with marauders and raptidons. So taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some dangerous information. Perhaps you could delete it so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. What can I do for you? I see. And was his delivery of the MSI authorized greeting up to snuff? He's not the brightest of minds, but he makes up for it with enthusiasm.
That's not what I would call it.
Still, I had him posted on the landing pad in hopes that he'd stay out of everyone's way. I'll see about additional training.
What about a beating? Oh, I want to shoot this guy in the face. In the face. Okay. All right. Let's go. All right. I'm going to cut it off there for now. I'm going to get some lunch. I love you guys.